Warmest greetings of love and peace to the people of God. The only purpose of this humble presentation is to reveal the truth and to share it with everyone. It is imperative to always know the truth to free us from the predatory and parasitic manipulations by unscrupulous persons. The book of John chapter 8 verse 32 says, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." This revelation is intended only for those who are truly seeking the truth, especially those who were innocently deceived to believe in lies and needed to be immediately rescued from a quagmire of lies. However, there shall be no effort to convince those who prefer to believe in lies. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 11 says, "And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie." This presentation is also not intended for those who speak lies. Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 5 also says, "And they will deceive everyone his neighbor and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies, and weary themselves to commit iniquity." John chapter 8 verse 44 further says, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father it is your will to do. He was a murderer from the beginning and stood not in the truth because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father thereof." Also, the Bible has warned us that heresies and falsehoods will bring us unto damnation. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 1 says, "But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction." Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 2 has warned us, "Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your God which I command you." And Revelation chapter 22 verse 18 has further reiterated the warning, "For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book." Now what are the truths that must be revealed? The names Jehovah and Yahweh are not the names of God and not found in the original manuscripts of the Bible. These names are willful additions in the Bible prohibited by God yet wholeheartedly and flagrantly accepted by many renowned so-called Christian denominations and by their disobedience have exposed themselves as antichrists. The name of God appearing in the Hebrew manuscripts is the Tetragrammaton YHWH. The ancient Hebrew alphabet had no vowels, and this name is considered so sacred that its pronunciation is avoided in Jewish tradition. However, certain reckless and zealous Bible scholars have added vowels to YHWH and get Yahweh, and it is their scholarly best guess of how YHWH was likely pronounced. The name Jehovah is also a later concoction and not found in the original Bible manuscripts. Sometime in the Middle Ages, Masoretic scribes added the vowels to the consonants YHWH, that resulted in something like Yehovah. Latin-speaking Christians later read it as Jehovah, J and V used instead of Y and W. The name Jehovah first appeared and started being used in the Middle Ages, around 1100 to 1300, but it didn't really catch on widely until the Renaissance period from 14th to 15th century and during the Reformation period from 16th to 17th century. A Spanish Dominican monk named Raimundi Martini is often credited with the first use of Jehovah, in Latin, around 1270 in his work Pugio Fidei, Dagger of Faith. The name Jehovah became popular in English-speaking Protestant circles. Now that we have learned that God is not called by the names Jehovah and Yahweh in the Bible manuscripts, we need to know what are the names of God in the Bible. God told Moses that his name is I Am. Exodus chapter 3 verse 14 says, "And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am hath sent me unto you." Another name of God in the Bible is the Lord thy God. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 58 says, "If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God." Another name of God is holy. Isaiah chapter 57 verse 15 says, "For thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy." Another name of God is the Lord of hosts. Amos chapter 5 verse 27 says, "Therefore will I cause you to go into captivity beyond Damascus, saith the Lord, whose name is the Lord of hosts." With these revelations, it is most imperative to reiterate the warning of Jesus in Revelation chapter 22 verse 18, that says, "For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book." It is needless to say, that whosoever stubbornly disobeys Christ is indeed a dyed-in-the-wool antichrist and a fake Christian.
Amen.